Hey everyone, welcome to Abstract Instincts. I'm Matthew Durbridge, your host. In today's piece, I really wanted to play around with some of my favorite techniques: cross-hatching, line work, blackwork, and stippling. It's going to be a mixture of detail, texture, and a little bit of experimentation. I'll keep the vibe relaxed and let the artwork do most of the talking, but I'm excited to share the process, and let's jump in. It's kind of unfortunate for this piece. I had filmed the vast majority of the line work. I just had made a mistake in that I was turning the paper every time I drew a line, and so it was just really jarring having the camera shift every line. It was too much, so I had to delete that. But this is like 5.5 hours worth of footage condensed down to a few minutes. So yeah, this is a lot of work. No Matthew Durbridge piece is complete without a little bit of cross-hatching, so here we go. A little splash of this. This is a fun technique I like to throw in every now and then. It reminds me of like hair or feathers. And now the torture begins, or, sometimes this can be really fun. A lot of people don't enjoy stippling, pointillism, dot work. What else can you call it? Anyways, it's a lot of fun. If you're in the right mindset, it also can feel like extremely arduous and never-ending, especially when you're doing something like I am here, where I'm literally just doing like one layer on top of another layer, but even getting a nice even gradient with just a single layer or two layers like that is quite a task. So the circle's whole texture or pattern really comes down to just this here, just layering more dots on top of more dots. It makes it darker, and that differential creates the pattern I was going for here. There's all sorts of different techniques you can do with layering the dots. Extremely skilled artists, far better than myself, are able to create entire pieces entirely out of single dots. It's beyond me. My hat goes off to those people. But I enjoy this. If you're in the right, like I said before, if you're in the right mindset, it can be a lot of fun. And I've developed my own technique for this. I call it like pogo stick, or like jumping around. I kind of do like bursts. I've found that for myself, it's easiest to go down. And so ideally I would like turn the piece so that I can go down it's difficult for me to make dots going upwards. And then you also want to make sure you're bouncing around and not going in a straight line with your dots, because it can be pretty obvious that you've done a straight line. And that's definitely not what you want to do. And this is another of my favorite things to do with stippling, is the light to dark or the dark to light. The gradient effect is really, really fun to play around with. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And here I'm trying something a little different. I had on the other pieces I had done on the other circles rather, I had done the 2 layers before I had done the fill layer, like the center bits. And on this one, I'm trying it the other way around. I'm trying to do the entire fill first, and then I'm going to come back and do the second layer. And I found this more taxing or more difficult because I had done pencil to know where to go, and I had to, try and look around that pencil, and that made it difficult. So don't recommend this style. And this is the third one. I think it turned out the best of the 3. I think I kind of got my recipe down on this last one, and it kind of inspired me to do a whole entire other piece. Sometimes this is how my muse works. Towards the end of a piece, I am inspired to do another piece, generally incorporating something from the previous piece, and so that's what I'm on to next. So expect another pointillism video next. Thanks for sticking around and watching me put a bunch of dots on a piece of paper. It's really flattering that you stayed here to the end to enjoy this whole piece of art. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for stopping by Abstract Instincts. Please consider liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, all of the above, none of the above. I hope you have a great day. Hope you're doing well.